Ladies and gentlemen and others, this is John Gallagher from Raven, and you are watching The Age of Metal. So turn it up!
The pressure builds and there's no escape. There's no illusion caught on the tape. You think you're falling, it ain't over. Light in the dark, no supernova.
Hello everybody, and good evening and welcome.
Well, sir, how have been the tour so far in these couple of weeks?
So far so good. We had a little bit of a bump in the road, as it were. We had to put a new transmission in our tour bus, so we're picking that up tomorrow. But other than that, the shows have been great. It's been a bunch of places we've never played, or places we've never played in, 30 years or so, you know. So I think we played Austin the other night. That was incredible. It was really one of the better ones we've ever done. Did Las Cruces 2 nights ago, which again we did them on the Kill 'Em All for One tour way back when, and it was cool.
Now, it seems you guys have a new album totally already written, and now you have a Kickstart campaign trying to back in the album. Tell us more about the project and where the perks you decided to back in
Right.
the album.
Well, you know, everyone knows the way the record business is. We have a worldwide deal with SPV, and they're very supportive and have been for many years. But we wanted to make this record, you know, without any restrictions, and it costs money, a lot more money than what the record company were, you know, contracted to give us. So we figured, well, a few other people are doing it, why don't we go out to the fans? You know, the fans have supported us one way or another for many years. And for us, it's kind of a good move, because with a Kickstarter, people are buying a product which isn't ready yet. Therefore, it's real and it can't be bootlegged. It shows that they're real fans and they really want to support the band, which is awesome. We have about halfway done, as it took a lot of, you know, we live all over the country, so getting us together to rehearse and all that stuff, it's, you know, it's expensive. But the material is awesome. We're really, really excited about this stuff, and we are playing a couple of the songs live. As far as, you know, whatever you call them, rewards on the Kickstarter thing, one of the things is an 11-song cover album, which is, you know, we were rehearsing, and it was in a studio, and we just said, hey, could we record some of this stuff? And we did. It's fun. It's basically like when we were kids, me and Mark used to have this record box, a little red box, and had all these singles in, and usually the B-sides were the cool songs, but not always. So we're doing, it's like a bunch of stuff that was out of that, like David Bowie's Hang On To Yourself, a real off-the-wall choice. It was fun. Ogre Battle by Queen, Fireball by Deep Purple, Is There a Better Way by Status Quo, and there's a Nazareth song. Slade, Take Me Back Home. Slade were like the first band we ever saw. And it's all given the Raven treatment. Bad Reputation by Thin Lizzy. Do that. So it's, and we do a sweet song, one of the heavier ones called Cockroach. So it's great energy, great fun, and a great companion to the album, because we did that and then we started working on the new one straight afterwards, so it leads into it great.
Now, this party cover album will be only for the people that buy
It's only with a Kickstarter. No, only with a Kickstarter. It's exclusive to that. And the title of that is Party Killers, which leads back to a story back in the 90s in Germany. We were invited to a party, and the DJ is playing all this horrible music, and we said, hey, can you play Sheer Heart Attack by Queen, the live version, which is just obnoxiously heavy. And we put it on, and the entire floor cleared, and we were just standing there like, we did a great job. Party Killers. So it was always a joke for many years, and we finally did it.
Now, this year Raven was part of the 70,000 tons of metal, which is the biggest the metal cruise in the United States.
Yeah.
Um, how was the experience for you guys being with another bands that are new, bands that are more hip?
It's great. It's great. I mean, we did the first one back in 2011, which was awesome. And this is the third one. We did that. It was a little better for us this time. We had better slots and had a better idea what was going on. And, you know, doing that cruise is fun. Doing a regular boring one, I don't know. But this is fun because everyone's a freak, everyone's nuts. And you get to meet the bands and, you know, it's old friends and you make new friends. It's a lot of fun.
For the bands that were at the cruise, do you pick up anyone that you like, anyone that you have never listened to?
Yeah, I mean, there was a band, oh God, Satyricon. I mean, I wouldn't listen to them in a million years, but live, those guys kicked ass. They were great. I really enjoyed Fear Factory, and they were, you know, I would have thought they would have been a lot more industrial. They were very musical. I liked what they did. Trying to think if there was anyone else. Symphony X, pretty overblown, but a great singer. Russell's a great singer. It was entertaining, you know. So it's just cool. There's a lot of great bands, and you know, if you want to watch them, you do, and if you don't, you can hang out, you know, eat, whatever else. It's really cool. And of course, Overkill kicked ass as well.
Now, you guys went with Metallica open in Brazil, and I understand that you also played your first show in Puerto Rico.
That's right.
And last March, how was experience were for you guys? I mean, for example, the Brazil one, and how was the response in Puerto Rico?
Puerto Rico response was great. It was a lot of fun going there. It's really unusual because you think, you know, you're basically in America. You really are. So it was very comfortable that way. A lot of people there wanting to see us for a long time, so it was good. It was a little chaotic, but it was fun. We got it together.
And how was the experience in Brazil? How did people react?
Well, that was, well, we had a rough idea what to expect because we've played Brazil before a couple of times, and we were planning dates, and our agent had just said, Metallica's playing. Are you in touch with Metallica still? I says, well, kind of. We just saw Lars back in, whenever it was, October of last year. Let me throw a message out. And they came back and said, yeah, that'd be awesome. Let's do it. We were like, wow. And we were just driving home from the cruise when we got the message, it's on. We got it. We were like, wow. Very, very cool. You know, the crew were awesome. Really took care of us. And we were lucky in that they were delayed. So it was dark when we went on. There was a full house. And we were all so lucky that we missed the rain. But they were delayed and they said, you know, could you play a little longer? I'm like, oh yeah, I think we could play a little longer. Well, you can do one more song. So we were greedy and we did Break the Chain, which is about 12 minutes long with all the jamming. So. But we went down great, and then we got to hang out with them for like 10 minutes before they went on, which was awesome because we saw like Lars back in October, but we never saw James and Kirk since '84, and Robert's very cool too. So that was pretty emotional. It was pretty cool to meet them up again. Yeah.
Now, the new album. What can you tell us about it? The basic idea behind the album, and for what I understand, you guys planning on recording on tape?
No, it's not on tape actually. No, it is Pro Tools, but we use Pro Tools as a tool. We don't let Pro Tools use us. We don't use a click track. We play as a band. I mean, yeah, we'll redo, you know, guitar and bass tracks if they're not 100% together, but we play as a band. And really, nobody does that anymore. They usually have a click track, and maybe the drums are done last. Pardon me. Or some crazy stuff like that. We don't. We play it as a band, and there's none of this beat detective. And you know, there's so many drummers that really can't play what you hear on the record. It's faked. It's like word processing. You imagine somebody who types and can't spell, and then another guy comes in and spell corrects everything. That's what happens with a lot of drum tracks. The kick drums are like, instead of digga digga digga, it's digga 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 digga, and the guy moves them all and makes it perfect. So, you know, it's That's okay, I guess. That's painting. You can do it in 5 minutes or do it in 5 years. Take as long as you want. It's just not the way we do it, because when you play as a band, there's a different feel, there's a different energy, and it's very obvious. We may speed up a bit. Who cares? That's what it's supposed to be. It's not supposed to be bang, 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 bang. Imagine that with your lady. Okay, we're going to make love tonight. Boom, 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 boom. It's got to be up and down. You go with the flow. So the album's going to be called Extermination. And the only basic concept was that everything had to be heavy, whether it was fast or slow. And we really wanted to up our game from the last album, which the last album we really upped our game to do that and say, okay, we have to go forward from here. So it's probably more riff orientated. We cut to the quick. Great melodies. Worked hard on getting the lyrics and the melodies just so you got that combination of the very heavy with the very melodic, which is part of what we do. There's a bit of rock and roll in there, but there's a lot of big, fat, heavy riffs. So we're happy with it. And if you come to the show, we're playing 2 of them live right now, so it's good. And they're going down great.
Now, there's something that I'm curious about, and it's the attendance of the younger population to your shows. How did the younger generation have reacted to records?
Oh, they love it. And it's there's definitely a younger audience out there. And whether they're raiding their parents' record collections or who knows, but they're very knowledgeable. And they know what's going on. They got their bullshit detector on. They know what's real, what's fake. And that's awesome. And it's not just in the States, it's everywhere. We see it. You go to Brazil and it's like playing Holland in 1981 all over again. It's very strange, All the kids got their denim jackets with all the patches on, and they're very, very passionate. And it's awesome,
Now, with all these three bands of different movements in the different metal genres, are there any bands, new bands that you guys can listen to that you guys are interested?
Well, there's other bands. Our friend Ryan's got a couple of bands. He's got Vulture and a band called Bat. They're awesome. Cauldron from Canada. They're great. And, the whole tuned down Cookie Monster thing, that was horrible and old in 1985. So I haven't listened to that and never have, So all these so-called genres, it's, you got black metal and death metal and old school grindcore and middle school grindcore, and you know what? I just don't listen to that stuff. I don't want to offend anybody who may love all that, but to me it's just noisy and horrible. There's no riffs, there's no melody. In the same way that rap music is not music because there's generally no melody in it. There's no melody. And you gotta have melody. You gotta have a real riff. Just playing or imitating a drum machine at 240 beats a minute. It's not music. At that point you might as well be working in a sheet metal factory. But hey, that's just me. What do I know? We're so old school, we're preschool.
Now, John, closing up, what is next for Raven after this North American trip?
Oh, so it's all going on, and we're feeling the roller coaster, which is really cool. We're doing this tour. As soon as we finish the tour, we go back in the studio, finish the album, get that together. We have like about a month and a half off for Thanksgiving and Christmas and all that. We have possible dates in Japan. I'm working on that for like maybe February. New Zealand is on the horizon. Australia is on the horizon. We just confirmed 10 dates, possibly more, in South America for... When is that? I believe that is February. It's starting on the 30th of January. And that's cool for us because we're playing Venezuela, Ecuador, Peru, places we haven't played, and then places we have like Bolivia, Argentina, Brazil. That's going to be awesome. and that's with Heathen. You know, Lee from Exodus, really cool guy. So that's going to be awesome. Looking forward to that. And then once that's done, we're doing some European stuff. We've got some festivals in Holland and Belgium, and some dates in between, and also Scandinavia. I'm going to be doing like 6 dates there for the first time. We've done a couple of festivals, that's about it. Festival in Italy, possible festival in Bulgaria, so we're going to be busy.
Well, John, thank you very much for taking the time to talking to us here at the Israel. Looking forward tonight for Raven for the show, and definitely looking forward for the new album. Hopefully, the Kickstart comes as well.
Yeah, so far the reaction's been really positive, really awesome, and you know, let's see how it goes. If it does better than expected, we'll add some new stuff. I mean, Mark's thinking of adding, he's got a classic guitar that he used on like Architect of Fear and stuff like that. He may put that into the mix. There's all kinds of things, you know. We'll give you a list of songs. If you want to pay the money, we'll record one for you. I mean, sky's the limit. We can figure some crazy stuff. But it's exciting. Some good stuff happening. So everyone out there, thank you so much for your support. If you want to check it out on ravenlunatics.com, there's a link for the Kickstarter, see what it's all about. And if you can help out, that's brilliant. Thank you.